I'm going to call this one Orcas Gone Wild. Woo. So we're heading over to the Straits of Gibraltar, which for some of you that don't know, connects the Atlantic Ocean to the Mediterranean Sea, right?
Me.
Big, very, very pimped out area to drive through. And it also separates the continent of Africa, specifically Morocco, from Europe, specifically España, right? Yeah. So those are the two. Now, these orcas, they have been observed attacking fucking boats in the Straits of Gibraltar, specifically like sailboats and smaller vessels, nothing like giant, obviously, right? But these attacks against the boats, they've destroyed multiple boats by destroying the rudder and even sunk 3 boats. Right?
Yes.
This is in the last year. And they've never had these in recorded history until like 2020. This shit started happening, right? So these boats that they're destroying, they find out that one of the guys who was part of one of the boat crews live on it said that 6 orcas came up on him. So 2 giant adults, he said, and 4 large juveniles came up in a coordinated attack. And not only did they destroy his rudder, which on a sailboat, for people that don't know about boating, doesn't have a motor. That's everything. That's how you steer when the wind blows you, right? So now you're incapacitated. There's nothing you can do. You're dead on the water, and wind takes you wherever the fuck you want. Yeah. So they don't have a rudder. He bangs a hole into his hull, and they end up being able to get to shore without having to have the boat sink. Not one of the ones that sank, but eyewitness testimony, right? So, of course, people are like, why is this happening? Well, one female, they dubbed White Gladys. They think White Gladys was believed to have suffered a critical moment of anger through a traumatic event in which she was either ran over by a boat or had a collision with a boat, or something traumatic happened where it flipped a behavioral switch that cognitively turned her entire perspective, right? So she's an elder and she's been doing this. So now they're pretty sure that the young whales that ride in her, I think they call it a pod. I know it's for dolphins. I don't know if it's for fucking orcas.
I think you're right.
But anyway, the younger ones in the pod have now not only learned from how she acts, but they're imitating her. So they're cultivating a whole crew that anytime they see a boat, they come in for blood. It went from never having a single attack in recorded history. So they think at this point in the last, since late 2020, 1 in every 100 boats is not getting incapacitated or anything, but it's getting banged into, or some giant meat missile in the sea is banging into my boat through the Straits of Gibraltar, which is a extremely popular destination. You're in the Mediterranean. Come on. You know what I mean?
Do the orcas attack the humans once the boat is sunk?
Again, I don't know how many movies you see, but a boat just doesn't go down real quick.
Yeah.
So he can call Mayday. You're in the Straits. Yeah. It's not like you're very far from land. You're out in the middle of the ocean. They come and get rescued. So no, there have been no attacks on humans.
Okay.
But these things are going buck wild on the boats.
Dude, nuts. That's terrifying. Go ahead, Liam.
I just want to jot this down for the history books. So late 2020 is when White Gladys started the whale revolution. Right?
When she got whacked by a boat, they think?
Yeah. So she went to all her whale friends and family, and I imagine in whatever whale language, she just pointed boat bad, and the rest is history.
Oh my God.
Have you ever, and again, people, as funny as it sounds, this is very, very, very believable. Have you ever, Nature is Metal, one of the coolest videos I've ever
Love
seen.
It.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever see, this is one of the coolest things I've ever seen with the drone, where they had that one walrus that was on a piece of ice, and they have a coordinated attack where 4 giant males, and they were the precision and the timing for this to happen, the intellectual level of these animals is fucking bizarre. They came up and they would all hit their tails and go under the ice, and eventually it broke the ice. The giant chunk that this sea lion or whatever walrus was on broke it down into small pieces, circle back, 4 enormous males, do it again, send this giant wave over the ice chunk and knock the whale up, and then they grab the walrus and then grab it when it falls in the water. These things, the coordinated attacks, the way they spin around sharks and whales and are able to flip them over into that tonic state, and then they eat the livers specifically because it's it's a nutrient-rich thing, and in the animal kingdom, they know that the alpha male lion, when they take down a big prey, he walks up, he always takes the liver because it's the most nutrient-packed.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of they get why they're taking the livers, but the coordination of these animals and the precision, you couldn't get me, you, Liam, and your brother to fucking make a wave perfectly.
Yeah, right.
Not a chance.
These things do it at fucking 35 miles an hour. They're cruising, and just one flick of the tail create this 10-foot wave. So these things are. This thing is you're talking about apex predator. Like there's just nothing like it. It might be the apex predator of the world. Like you land anything that goes into water, nothing fucks with an orca. Period.
Dude, I'll tell you this. Like there could be 10 of us, and I guarantee we probably couldn't sink a ship. You know, like
right.
You know,
and how smart are they that they realized that one giant chunk that hangs off the back because they're specifically hitting the rudders, incapacitate the boat, and they
know what a rudder is. That's
how crazy, unbelievable, yo.
Dude. I imagine I'm after reading this and stuff. I imagine like like whales, if they somehow develop like opposable thumbs, humanity is fucking doomed. You know,
we're fucked
big time.
Now, to take this to the not serious level that I just went to go back to retarded students. Now, am I picturing in my head some like oil rich fucking Moroccan guy with like 8 hot broads on the boat? They're all belly dancing, and they're like, "This is great. We in the Mediterranean." Bang!
Yeah.
Not so quick, Marco. You better get to shore, cuz
fuck
you and your boat.
This all started when some Wolf of Wall Street wannabe was out in a speedboat with some hooas whacked fucking White Gladys, and now the rest of the world's got to suffer because it's fucking jabron. You know,
you fucked up. You fucked with the wrong orca.
We're going to have to send somebody back in time to take White Gladys out before she started the whale revolution.
I mean, shout out White Gladys, fan of the show, listener of the show.
And I will keep this updated because I'm waiting for White Gladys to take her first body. Gladys is ready.
Oh,
Gladys going to take somebody down.
Honestly, I feel like Gladys is even smarter now that she hasn't yet, just because like if she was killing people, she would have been done. She would have been done. But she's just messing up some property, right? You know, like she's just
little headache.
Get back. Yeah. She's being a little pain in the ass once she starts.
Couple insurance claims.
Yeah. That's all. Not enough to send SEAL Team 6 out there to whack.
Nope, not yet.
Yeah, not yet. Not till she takes down
sharks with fucking lasers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dude, they used to have dolphins that would patrol the Navy boats, right?
Yeah,
and they had a thing where it's like, if you could get past the dolphin, you got to be like a rank of like admiral, right? Like if you were a scuba
guy, there's no such thing as getting by them. Yeah,
no one ever got even close. Didn't even sniff it. Yeah,
dog, you're trying to play in their backyard where you've never been. No, it's not gonna happen.
Not a chance, dude. I'll tell you, when I was in when I went to my wedding in Mexico, we did the dolphin gimmick. You know, like where you swim with the dolphins, and they
did one come up and try to your wife. That one video, you ever see the one that comes up and tries to like hump the girl, and it's like fucking the girl's laughing. It's in like SeaWorld. The dolphin's straight fucking yo.
Dude, I will say this. One, these are like, as far as like a species go of a creature, they are absolutely magnificent, right?
I agree.
One, like you see them in the water and you see them move, like their muscle, like we felt them,
the speed, the grace.
Their muscular structure is beyond belief. Also, there was like a hierarchy that was built within just the small little kind of pool that we were in, and they knew like if two dolphins went at it. Right, if two dolphins were like arguing, they were like, everyone out of the fucking pool right now. You know what I mean?
Hell
like,
yeah.
They were not messing around. And like, dude, these dolphins, like, they went like 0 to 20 miles an hour like that, with like 2 whips of the tail, and they're like unreal creatures.
The only small thing that I kind of laugh at is like, because of people that go on these vacations and get these trained dolphins, they think that flipper and dolphins are nice creatures. No, they're absolute hyenas of the sea.
Yeah.
So when you see, like, I rented a house in Jersey for the summer a long time ago, but right off the spot, we used to see dolphins every morning, right? Because apparently the water, there was like a cliff right there, right off the beach, like 100 yards. So fish were there. It was deep depths. They come up to feed, right? So you see them every fucking day. It was like a known hotspot, right? People would all like gather right there. I saw a group of assholes, and my girl at the time, she was like obsessed with dolphins. She's like crying and shit. She wants to get on a wave or jet ski and go out and like pet them. I'm like, that's not how it goes, right? 10 minutes later, some dude pulls up in a jet ski, and I see the girl like leaning down. She's like, I want you to take me out there and I'll swim with them. I'm like, no, they're going to nose you to death and then maybe eat you. Like you watch too many movies. Dolphins are vicious killers.
It's not Flipper.
Yeah. Flipper ain't your fucking friend.
Fuck
bitch.
No.
God, no. God
Free really wanted to get freed so he can go fuck up the ocean. He's literally the Grim Reaper. If you're in the ocean and you see an orca come, it's death.
Yeah. Yeah,
or a dolphin.
Shamu will wreck your shit.
Yeah, I want no parts of that.
Yeah.
They'll fuck you up.
Yeah. So, dude, good shit, guys. Great, incredibly incredible.
Shout out orcas.
Shout out fucking fans of the show. Shout out White Gladys.
And shout out Gladys.
Shout out Gladys. Love her. Sounds good.